From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Well, we did get to see some clearing for the immediate coast yesterday for some of us. And, we could see more of that again here for today. But it's kind of one of those day in, day out. You kind of have to take it day by day, especially on the coast. Now, the inland areas and for the mountains, the main thing we're really dealing with here is, of course, the sunny skies, but the smoke that will be moving in. And that's something we'll continue to monitor and take a closer look at that, at least for the next 24 hours or so. So yeah, it will be sunny and hot inland. We do expect a warming trend through at least Friday or Saturday, and then temperatures will start to drop after that. But overall, we're not looking at any major heat waves in the forecast anytime soon. We're just going to kind of see these spikes before they start to kind of go back down again. So let's take a look at that smoke. There is the flat fire. We take a look at this morning. We are seeing most likely a lot of the inland valleys. What happens is you get that smoke that comes in overnight, and the colder air sinks into these valleys, and that brings this smoke along with it. And as a result, you have very poor air quality in a lot of those inland valleys. And I think that's what we're going to be looking at here this morning. And then we start to kind of see some relief and looking at mainly the hazy skies here. But look at this, as we go into tonight, you see we see a little bit more of that haze, but you might smell a little bit of smoke for some of us. Then as we go into Wednesday night and Thursday morning, we're seeing more smoke come down. So once again, that smoke comes down overnight. It pools down to those inland valleys, and you see the poor air quality, and then you get a little bit of relief as you start going through the day. This is through noon on Thursday. Most likely you'll start to see it kind of clear out a little bit here in the way of haze throughout Thursday afternoon. So we're talking about this temperature trend now. They're increasing. This is what I like to just call a mini heat wave, because yes, it's going to get hot with 106 in Weaverville, but it won't last for very long. It peaks, and then we start to see it dip again. We're back down to the 90s by Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So just a short-lived heat wave, and then temperatures start to drop again. That's what it looks like today. Temperatures inland in the mid-90s, and for the coast in the low 60s. If we take a look at Trinity County, you're looking at temperatures in the upper 90s. Now, could some of us touch 100 degrees? It's certainly not out of the question, but for now, it looks like upper 90s for those daytime highs in Trinity County. So we take a look at Futurecast, just kind of get a basic idea of what at least the forecast models are indicating. And it looks like as we go to tonight and Thursday, it may be kind of foggy again. It may be difficult for us to clear out Thursday afternoon for the immediate coast. But again, look at the hazy skies, otherwise sunny skies for the inland areas in Trinity County. Now I want to show you the wave heights too, because what we're going to start to see happen today, those wave heights are actually starting to drop. And it looks like even as we go into Thursday, they're going to drop even more. So it looks like we have some good news for the fishermen and the boaters out there. All right, so let's take a look at your marine forecast for today. Your winds from the northwest at 5 to 15 knots, waves from the northwest at 8 feet at about 8 seconds. Of course, as you saw that, with the waves going down, there are no alerts out there. So here's your Wednesday forecast. Temperatures upper 90s for Weaverville, Hayfork, about 88 for Trinity Center, and 84 out in Ruth. And for the inland areas, actually not a very big spread or difference from that of Weaverville or Hayfork, with temperatures mid to upper 90s. And for the immediate coast, in the low 60s. So we look at that 7-day forecast, and what we're really noticing for Hoopa, I think Hoopa will most likely dodge the triple digits over the next 7 days, but barely. I mean, you can see on Friday, that's the peak, it gets up to 98. I mean, it'll be close, and then temperatures drop after that. Now for Weaverville, Hayfork, for example, different story. You're up to 102 as early as tomorrow, and then by Friday, you're talking 106, that's the peak, and temperature drop again, upper 90s for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. In your 7-day forecast for Eureka, partly to mostly cloudy skies, temperatures not changing much, mainly in the low 60s, and we don't have any rain in the forecast either.